Hello, my name is Zoe Fierce. My primary color is blue, scoring 19 points. The following colors were orange at 16, green at 14, and gold at 12. I'm sure to make decisions off of how I feel at the moment and try to listen to God when making big and small choices. My energy skyrockets when I am surrounded by people I enjoy, and I try to always be positive. I channel my positive and unwanted emotions through art. My attempt when I see someone hurting is to put myself in their shoes so I understand them and properly comfort them. As a child, I hated disagreements and conflict, and honestly, I still do. I hated being compared to others because then I would forget my own successes. I constantly needed to be validated and seen for my academic success. I strongly believe that people make each other better, so I try my best to introduce myself to everyone and to make sure my advice is good and said in a loving way. I'm still in school, but I believe my personality would show similarly in the workplace. I work a lot with student choreographers in my electives, and I try my best to make their visions come to life. I try to make sure everyone is heard and no one feels shut down for their ideas and inputs when working on my own individual projects. When I'm having a bad day, I am typically thinking of something I cannot get off my mind, and I zone out during conversation. The social interaction I usually want seems unappealing, and I turn down spontaneous plans. A bad day for me usually ends in some type of tantrum that relieves the stress I had been holding in the whole day. When I am having a great day, I talk a lot, I'm a better listener, I'm down for any plans, and I meet a lot more people. My color often interacts with my friendships through enthusiasm and encouragement. My friends know I am always here to support and down for a mall trip whenever. With romantic partners, I'm always seeking harmony and avoiding conflict. I'm definitely into the traditional romantic symbols like flowers and things, but I'm also very casual. With my siblings, I try my best to be sincere so they know they can come to me when they feel the need to be vulnerable with their feelings and thoughts. I stay personal with my parents. They're always there to listen, and I've received a whole lot of support from them. I stay transparent so I can keep that stable relationship. The value of this knowledge about color and personality is that it lays out your characteristics on a platter. I like to think I know myself pretty well, but seeing these traits carefully written out helps me to realize why I act the way that I act. In some instances, I didn't even know there were words to describe how I feel and how I present myself, but now there is. People knowing others and themselves better can solve conflict as long as people are willing to acknowledge that there is a lot of good in them, but also a lot of imperfection. My analysis of the videos, articles, and this assignment is that there's some blue, green, gold, and orange in all of us, but we all identify with one color the most. Your primary color does not take away from the importance of you being present. It adds to it. In the workplace, each person is different enough to delegate different works too, but also similar enough to understand how to work together. I'd apply this knowledge by letting coworkers, or in my case, classmates, know how important their natural expertise is to the entire project's success. I will apply this knowledge to my interpersonal relationships by letting all my loved ones know that they are appreciated for exactly who they are, and in no way do I want them to change. We just need to learn how the primary traits of our colors can work together. When meeting people for the first time, I communicate my color traits through my openness, my interest in their endeavors, and by stating, we should hang out again sometime. I would identify another's color trait by how they listen to me, how passionate they seem about their endeavors, how on time they are to the meeting, and how they react when I say, we should hang out again sometime. Did they say totally? Or did they say, of course? When are you free? My friend Brooklyn definitely would be colors blue, gold, and orange. Blue because she seeks harmony with all, and orange because she is quick to quit something if she realizes she doesn't really like it. Her primary color, however, would definitely be gold. She's a straight A student. She's extremely respectful to her elders. Her schedule is jam-packed yet organized, and she says thank you for the littlest of things. My friend Sarah B's colors would be blue and gold. Her primary color would be gold as well. She has sympathy of someone whose primary color would be blue, but the grand appreciativeness and responsibility that makes it clear that her primary color is gold. Whenever she sees a loved one in need, she immediately thinks, how can I help? And takes on responsibility that a teenager or young adult would typically run from. My third friend, Deja, she will also have the traits of blue and gold, but her primary color would be blue. I'd say gold because she's organized and usually gets all of her homework done before me, and in addition, some studying. But I say blue is her primary because of her lovingness. It greatly tops her academic endeavors. She is sympathetic, comforts me when I'm down, and hates conflict. Thank you for listening.